Today in Adobe Photoshop, we are going to be discussing blending modes. For today's activity, I've given you 3 pages of worksheets to do. Now, don't flip out that it's so much to do because it won't take you but a few minutes to complete this activity. But what it does do is it gives you a really good detailed explanation of how blending modes work. What I've given you is a series of activities that allows you to go through each blending mode individually and take a look at what they do when you use them to adjust one layer while it covers up another layer. So I've given you the same 2 circles over and over. I've given you a solid colored object with a reduced opacity of 80, or excuse me, a reduced fill of 80%. And then I've given you a circle filled with a grass texture, just so you can see how the image below is going to be adjusted by changing the blending mode. In the right on your layers panel, if you look through, I've given you each circle is labeled based around the blending mode that you need to apply to that circle. Please remember that auto select is turned on, so you can simply click on the circle of your choosing and it will automatically take you to that layer. So to start with, we're just going to choose a couple and I'm going to show you what this looks like. When I change to dissolve, you'll see that that pink circle has adjusted itself and you can see the way that would look over that image layer below. When I go to darken, we're going to go down and it's literally going straight down the list. The purpose of this activity, however, is to see, not just know how to use the blending mode menu, which is right up here above the layers panel, but I want you to see what happens to the 2 images when you use things like color burn, linear burn, darken, multiply, lighten, vivid light, all of these different ones. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these because I genuinely want you to see what they look like. And one of the things I hope you'll notice is that some do some similar things. Now, it depends on how much fill. Like I want to show you. If I have the fill turned down on multiply, I have these set to about 80%, and I do want you to kind of adjust and look at these. When I change the fill to less on this one, you'll notice that it is not as extreme. If I change the opacity, it's also going to change the way that particular level looks. So that does determine a lot of information. This can be used in all kinds of different ways. So for page 1 and page 2, you're simply going to look through each one and make adjustments. For page 3 or artboard 3, I've given you my example image, and I want you to take the color block that I have provided for you over each image and adjust the blending mode until you match up to mine. And I'm giving you these because I genuinely want you to see how the difference between opacity and the difference between the blending modes can adjust your images. If you pull this away, you can see the original image. So that will kind of help you gauge the way these color blending modes work. That's all we're doing for these. When you're done, make sure you save as the blending mode worksheet and turn it in. Thanks.